So my strategy would be to try and buy time wherever I can. So my priority number one would be to pay for a sick family member. I'm assuming I'm the only one who can, come through for him or her. So I pay that in full, and then I'd sort of pay fees, a portion of it. So out of the 30,000, I'd commit 20k, and try and negotiate with the school some more time. So I have a balance of 10,000. And then number 3 would be to pay half my rent, because I want to believe maybe I've cultivated some relationship with my landlord. Possibly I can buy some time. So that would be I'd pay half the rent. And then I'd pay also half the debt to a friend. I'd also try and buy time. So I know for sure the problem here is if it was normal debt, I'd prioritize clearing that because it's accumulating the interest. But given that this is debt to a friend, I maybe want to assume they'll be a bit more lenient and just show some goodwill, pay half of it, and then settle in the other half, when I'm far much better off. And that's how I'd spend my earnings without any savings, without any extra. So yeah, I wouldn't commit anything to the birthday party.
Okay. Well, given I have a budget of 100,000, my first priority would be rent. I would have to offset it. All of it, I'll pay all of it, because I won't want it to accumulate to the next month. And then I will go to the school fees for the child, because I believe I would want to cover at least or buy time, as Victor said, on both accounts. So for the child, I'll pay 5,000, and then just to buy the time with the principal. And then for the emergency, I'll also pay 5,000, because this is the family member. I would want to believe that I'm not the only family member he has, that he will cover the whole budget. So at least by me paying some portion of it, there will be others who I'm believing there will be others who contribute. But even having said so, it can still at least cover part of the expense medical bill. And then I would pay 2,500 for the birthday party of a friend, just to show some loyalty to the friend. And then I will also pay 2,500 for the loan, because this is a loan of a friend. It is not like a commercial loan that it has an interest, a quantitative interest. So with a friend, I know there's no interest that is accruing, so I can at least pay him in small portion, because the main purpose of a loan is when someone sees you paying, no matter how small it is, that there is growth and there is movement towards clearing the loan. And that's basically what a person wants when you have their loan. And then, having said that, I will make sure they don't spend the whole 100, because I have to save some money for emergency. So out of all that, I will remain with a balance of 15,000 in case of anything or any sort of emergency that can occur before I get my next income.
Living beyond the means, I think so. Yeah, so it's definitely too hard pressed. So there are things that I believe maybe are a bit of unnecessary. So for example, the rent, you can move to a cheaper place, because I want to imagine even the situation in which someone comes into debt for such. I would want to ask myself, how did you even get into debt with a friend? So the sick family member, I would excuse that, that's fine. For the birthday, that's an unnecessary expense. I don't think, but generally I feel if these are, typical expenses for someone, in this situation, they're definitely living beyond the means.
Yes, this is actually a person who's living beyond their means, basically, because first of all, just looking at the amount of rent that he's paying is 3/4 of his salary. So him having paying the rent, it leaves little much money to cater for the rest of his expenses, and besides, out of that he cannot even get a saving, because for a person getting 100,000, there's no need for you to live on a rent of 70,000. You can move to even half of that, and then he's a person who's wants to be seen in the social light, entertaining, because why would you put a birthday party as an expense to operate? That is very much unnecessary according to me, unless you just want to, to be seen that you can be able to, to afford some luxuries or support towards your friend. And then also for the school fees, for me, I would feel it is a bit on the higher side. Well, I'm assuming this is a child who's either in the lower primary or primary school. So for a budget of 30,000, I say that's on the higher end. He could get a school that is quite cheaper than that. So basically, what I'm saying is, this is a person who's living largely and not in accordance or not in proportions to his income.
My advice would be, number one, just reprioritize how you're spending your cash. So pay yourself first. So even for this 100K, if it would even be wise, take out, I don't know, 20,000, 30,000, put that into a savings account somewhere, if that's possible. However, that being said, there are some situations where I do agree someone may be making this amount of money, but there are so many sticky expenses that you can't just do away or wish away, because you never know, maybe this person is paying this much rent because of the social circumstances he's put himself in, his wife, his family, that's maybe the place he grew up in, so there are all those issues. But it's important to be humble, be truthful to yourself. Priority number one for me would be, okay, just set aside some 30K, 20K, put that into a saving, store it away, don't even think about it, and then manage the rest. So at the end of the day, you have something stashed away that you can always reach out to for an emergency, or you can always reach out to when you have sort of an investment plan, or you want to grow yourself. Yeah, that would be my parting shot. So reprioritize your expenses and your attitude towards money.
Right. My parting shot in regards to this is, number one, I would advise for such a person to reprioritize his expenses and to live also in accordance to the means or the income that he's earning, and also not to include certain expenses that are not really necessary in his budget. And also the most important thing is that he should learn to save, because before you even come to when you get your salary, before you even come to check your expenses for the month, the first thing that you're supposed to do is you're supposed to remove the saving for that particular month. And why am I saying this? Because you cannot know what tomorrow brings, and there are certain emergencies that are unavoidable, and for sure they will always come. So without you having an emergency kit or a saving where you can reach out to on a rainy day, then you'll find yourself between a rock and a hard place, and that is not really a good place for someone earning so much. At the end of it all, to see that you do not have anything to account for as a measure of savings. Well, I believe because he put it on his expense, I would like to think this is a close person to the particular earner. And it's just like a gesture of good faith, because when I believe, like, when I do something good to you, or when I remember certain events in your life, when it comes a time for me that I'll be maybe in a sticky this situation, based on the good things that I did towards you, you will tend to repay. Because we are humans, and we will tend to remember the good things that a person does to us most of the time anyway.
Hopefully the person has another birthday the following year, so it will probably be a better time. Fingers crossed. Yeah, but yeah, that's my main reason. So I'm hard pressed right now. Hopefully next year you still have a birthday. Hopefully I'll be in a better place.